I woke up this morning and saw the Ginyu Force EZA. And when I tell you I was shocked, I was shocked. I was kind of thinking that they were going to do something like this simply because mission execution. I seen Ginyu Forces on there. I also saw them give Gamma 1 a battle motion. So I assumed that maybe we were getting Gammas or someone in that nature. Planet Namek Saga was the reason that I started watching Dragon Ball. Obviously, it was the first arc that I seen, but Captain Ginyu is my favorite villain. Argue with your dog, don't argue with me. Let's get down to business. One of these things that I am kind of worried about a little bit with Captain Ginyu's team is I think this guy here, he needs, was it 5 or more? Where is it? I was trying to see if I can see where it's at. Okay, 5 or more special pose category allies on the team, right? So if we bring AGL Ginyu, that's 1. We bring Raykum and Goldo 2, Birder and Jace 3, and then we bring them, well, another copy of them would be 4. Who would be the 5th one that we're bringing to activate that for special pose? Unless this guy is going to get a super EZA soon. It's about to be almost 7 years, and it's been 3 years from today, you know, that he's got his EZA. So I think that this may be the next one. If we do, I mean, that's probably, I think we got Tech Goku, which was the super EZA LR that we have. But other than that, this is a very, I don't know what we're going to bring for special pose, because I don't even know if I'm running double INT Ginyus. I think I just might run double AGL Ginyu because he has Terrifying Conquerors, Planet Namek Saga, Space Traveling Warriors. We definitely could bring Frieza, you know, AGL Frieza. He's actually a buff for that team, and I not really sure what else we're gonna do for this. I gotta figure some stuff out, but I do know if we ran a mission execution team, we also could run a nice little mercenary Tau that's going along with Ginyu Force here. But look at what I'm talking about here. I do enjoy seeing this kit, right? He launched additional attack as a high chance of becoming a super, damage reduction rate 20%. Ginyu Force allies key +1 attack and defense 60% in chance to perform in a crit 20. Now when he is attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 150%. Per Ginyu Force category ally on this team, attack and defense 20% up to 100. When there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team, attacks are effective against all types. He has a high chance of launching additional super, which is a 50% chance. So it's a 50-50. And then for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, HP is 70% or more at the start of the turn. Chance of performing a crit and damage reduction 60. It'll be 60, well, 50%, my bad. It'll be 50% because we'll add this 20 plus the 30. I'm not really liking that they've added per Ginyu Force category ally instead of maybe per Ginyu Force and mission execution, because I feel like that's the new category that they're trying to cater towards. So I'm not really, you know what I mean? Like Ginyu Force as a whole, they aren't that good. If you add Tech Ginyu and then you add physical Ginyu, right? And I'm looking at his 12 key super attack. He raises defense, so he does stack, and then he raises attack for 1 turn. 30%. It's rising, bro. I don't know. I mean, I would assume that you stack in base, and then when you transform, as you can see here, he raises attack when he transforms. So I wish it was greatly raised defense, and then just like how it is on his 12 key, once he's Captain Goku Ginyu. Captain Goku Ginyu, yeah, Captain Ginyu Goku, whatever you want to say, either one, right? He greatly raises attack here, but no defense is kind of a, it's all right, you know, I'm not gonna lie. So we had to do everything in base for the most part in order to get the full benefits of this kit. I do like that Ginyu Force allies get attack and defense 60%, and we haven't even got started on Birder or Jay. This is just Ginyu. This is Ginyu right here. So we greatly raise attack once he transforms. Once we get enough stacks off, attack and defense 250%. Launch additional attack that has a great chance, which is a 70. Attacks are effective against all types, and damage reduction is 50%. That's really good. So I would say, like, we're a festival battle, we probably get 50, 60 stacks if we can. I gotta look at his transform conditions. If it's still the exact same as it once was, I just don't know what we're gonna do in that situation, because let me see, when HP is 70% or less starting from the 4th, I don't like that, right? I just don't like that, because how is that gonna happen? I mean, it just remove that, bro. I know when dokkan EZAs, they don't change the active skill conditions. Just change the active skill condition, bro. Nobody wants to go through this. Like, my HP has to be 70%. I mean, I guess if we get super once, we could, if I'm not mistaken, depending on what team I run him on. If I ran 2 AGL Ginyus and I had some other pieces, I guess if they EZA'd, actually, it doesn't even matter, because Raykumen Goldo could be first slot and I could have INT Ginyu right here as the second slot, and I can have Goku Ginyu and regular Ginyu together if I want to try something out, bro, because that's kind of nice. But let me look else. Well, so here's the thing: attack 150%, chance of performing a crit 50%, and a great chance of launching an additional super attack. So we have a 70% chance to launch additional super attack and another 70% chance. And then when receiving the attack, defense 150% and chance of evading enemies attack 50% here. So I was looking at it, it says if there's Jace on the team, foresees enemy super attack. So it looks like he's always going to have that as long as we have a Jace on that team. And I'm looking at some of these numbers that people are having here. It says with his first super, which is the first image, he's going to have 15 if we get enough stacks in base, obviously, right? Next to Raykumen Goldo support. So 10 stacks, that's what his attack would be. And then with 50 stacks, this is what his attack would be, which is kind of fucking crazy. It's crazy, right? Well, with his defense 3.1 million, would say defense of Raykumen Goldo, Birder, and Jace, 2 turns support 10 stacks, right? All this is crazy considering that now mission execution is a valid team. Same thing with Ginyu Force. We just need one more piece, bro. One more piece. I think they'll be good. Now let's move on to Birder and Jace. I mean, they launch additional attacks. There's a high chance of becoming a super, a 70% chance to evade space traveling wars and special pose category allies, attack and defense 40%. So we have Ginyu 60% support, and we have Birder and Jace 40% support. That's crazy. Then for every attack performed, attack and defense 50% up to 200. And then when receiving a super attack, they have additional 10%, which means they have an 80% chance to evade. And when there's an ally who's named Ginyu attacking in the same turn, they get additional 10. So we could have damn near a 90% chance to evade. And then all allies attack and defense 30% for 2 turns. Listen, a 40% for special pose. Then we get attack and defense 30% from them, but having Ginyu attacking the same turn. Then Ginyu's given a 60% buff, right? Then you go over here, every time they super, attack and defense allies raised by 20% for 1 turn. So we have them first slot, they do 2 or 3 supers, that's additional 60% on top of that, bro. They're peak. I don't care what you say, they are peak, all right? And I'm not expecting them to do ridiculous amount of damage here, because obviously you put them in a situation where they cannot dodge and they're probably going to get fried here, right? So I'm thinking about if I fight Jiren, they probably won't do much, so we might not have to bring them, but I gotta see what their defense would look like after enough shit's going on, because they don't stack, they just raise attack and defense for 1 turn. So as long as they're buffing everyone, I mean, 200% for every attack performed, attack and defense 50% up to 200%. So 4 attacks that be fully built, plus the support from everyone. I mean, I'm thinking that this unit is tough, bro. I like it. And let's go to Raykumen Goldo. Damage reduction 30%, attack and defense 200%, 70% chance of guarding all attacks, which is absolutely crazy. Seals the attack enemy super attack. We don't have to worry about that too much, because that you don't really get a chance to do that too often. After guard is activated, defense 100%, launch additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. So 50% chance there, attack and defense 50% with 12 key supers, and for every attack received, attack and defense 20% up to 100. Now, when there's an ally of Ginyu attacking the same turn, guards all attacks, damage reduction 30% before attacking, and stuns the attacked enemy. We have a 60% damage reduction with Raykum and Goldo before attacking. I don't want to put too much dodge on them, I feel like, because you do want them to get fully built, but I would rather not get supered at the end of the day. I had an opportunity, and then they greatly raise attack and defense on the super, and they greatly lower attack and defense from the enemy. So that's not too bad there. Let me see what else we got going on. So slot 1 pre-attack post double super next to Ginyu. They have 837K, and then after we have 1.954 million, bro. That's kind of crazy. I think that'd be okay, slot 1. I think they will be really good for Ginyu, especially next to them, because they're getting their links. We're not even talking about all the links and the passives, and then we'll take it a step further, right? We'll go here. Let's see. Let me go to the categories. We'll take it a step further, go to categories. We'll go to special pose, wherever that is. I probably can't find it because I'm just going to go to Ginyu Force. So we go to Ginyu Force, we look at them, and they raise allies attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn. So we have them out there. And then you take in consideration all the buffs that they're going to apply to everyone as well. Special pose category allies attack and defense 25%. Like, that's fire. And then right here, special pose attack and defense 25% in battle, and all allies attack and defense 15% in battle. If I ran double INT Ginyu Force, and then I have AGO Ginyu, I mean, on top of the buffs on buffs on buffs, I would only imagine what this could look like. But the problem that we're having here is, I'm guessing if I'm gonna run double Ginyus, I don't know what double Ginyu's defense is gonna look like after a while, because yeah, we do have a 35% damage reduction, right? Just cool, but is that enough? Let me read the kit again. I make sure I'm reading guard all attacks, damage reduction 7%. Okay, I don't know if a 35% damage reduction is enough anymore. I mean, we massively raise attack and defense, and they raise, I want to say this is 12 key, but I'm not particularly sure. One of them's 15 key. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like they have another one where they're raising defense. I just think they need one more piece. I mean, you look at Planet Namek Saga. If I run double Ginyus, I guess I could run Frieza, but I don't know, far as like special pose, who else I could run with them that'd be competent with special pose. And it would be nice if this unit right here got an EZA or super EZA. If this got a super EZA, that would be phenomenal. You know what I mean? I mean, Gotenks, I can't run Gotenks because they don't have a final trump card. I mean, maybe the Gammas. Topo won't last at all. Gamma 1 with 50%, he might. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what else we can run with this team. I mean, I guess he's not special pose, but Mercenary Tau. If I made Mercenary Tau the leader, or if I put AGL Ginyu there, possibly, maybe. Not even. I don't think Mercenary Tau is a terrifying conqueror. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough, but I had to let y'all know I had to do this. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm enjoying. I love Ginyu Force, and I'm loving this. We're gonna cook, so yeah. Y'all have a good night. Is it nighttime? Probably not nighttime. It's probably date. You know what? I'm gonna see y'all later.